Hello friends, how are you? In this video, we'll discuss about the pandas join. So for combining the columns of two potentially differently indexed. Now, before so we need these two data frames. Before that, we need to import pandas. So we can write imports pandas as pd. Okay. After that, we can define these two data frames, and we can check. Okay. Now these are the data from the data file 1. Okay, data frame 1. And these are the data from the pdata file 2. So 4 records are there in pdata file 1 and 3 records are there from pdata file 2. Now here we apply the join operation. Now we can check the output of these two. So here pdata file 1 dot join pdata file 2, and you can see if you execute it joins the column wise. Okay, so these are the data, say roll number and name. So 1 Virat, 2 Sachin, 3 Irfan, 4 Tiger, and here these are the data from pdata file 2 where age and father's names are there. Are you getting this one? Now it merges column wise. Now the 4 data are there in pdata file 1 and 3 data are there in pdata file 2. In the third, fourth row, in this particular row, no data is present in pdata file 2. In that case, pandas insert not a number value. Okay. Now if you join, if it is how, if you use the syntax how. Okay, so pdata file 1 dot join pdata file 2 comma how is equal to left. Now if it is like this, so you can see, so that means what, if you just join this one, if it is a left outer join, left outer type means what, keep all the data from the left side, and according to that we just merge the right part. Okay, instead of how left, you just, if you put right, then we can see it acts as a right outer join. So you can see it keeps all the data from the right side, and we just match the number of rows present in the left tables also. In that case, if it is a left, that means left outer join, keep all the records from the left part, and according to that, and that number of rows we select from the pdata file 2. But here if it is right, so it is based on the number of rows present in the right data file, that is pdata file 2. Here 3 data are there, so as that number of rows are selected from the pdata file 1. Okay. Now suppose here we merge these two tables where the column names are same. Okay. Now suppose if column names are same, say pdata file 1 join pdata file 1, that means what, in that case, in from both the tables, from both the data frames, column names are same. So to distinguish which are the column, which column from which particular table, in that case we use ls suffix and r suffix. So in L suffix it is underscore L, in R suffix underscore R. If you execute it, I can see we join same data frames. That means what, number of column names are the same. Now and column names are same. So to know these are roll number from which table, which column data file, left part or from right part, that we can distinguish using these two instructions. Okay, so that means these are the roll number from left part, these are the roll number from the right part. Okay, so in this way we can apply join. Next is what, append. To append rows of other data frame to the end of the given data frame, returning a new data frame. Okay, now to execute it, we can see, to explain, you just see we need these 3 data frames. You just see one by one. So here these 3 data frames are there, where just check the all the data frames. So it is what, p data file, say 5. Okay, so p data file 5, 6 and 7. Okay, and you can see these are the data, say roll number and name, from the p data file 5, where the 1 2 3 4 roll numbers are there. These are the data where 2 roll numbers are there, 5 Shikhar and 6 Umesh. These are data from data file 6, and these are the data from P data file 7, where two columns are there, age and father's name, where 3 records are there. Okay, so here 4 records are there, attributes are roll number and name. 2 records are there, attributes are roll number and name. Here 3 records are there, attributes are age and frame. Now suppose we want to append in between file 5 and file 6. That means file 5 and file 6. So you want to append this one. So in that case, here the attribute names are same. Now if you apply append file 5 and 6, so you can see here these are the files, these are the data from P data file 5. Okay, and these are the data from the P data file 6. So that means appending what? Appending rows of other data frame. So it is what? We append the row wise. Are you getting this one? Next is what? If you ignore the index. Now see here the indices are what? It is 0, 1, 2, 3, and once again 0 and 1. That means what? It copies the indices of the original data frame. Now suppose we need the fresh indices. Okay, suppose we need here in continuous indices values. In that case, we have to execute like this way. So if you execute ignore index true, now here we fresh indices are generated 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the names are Virat, Sachin, Irfan, Tiger, Shikhar, Umesh, like this way. So if you use this particular instruction, say ignore index true, that means what? After appending, we just define fresh indices after appended. Now here we can see another example where here we use, now here we append data file 5 and 7. Now we can check in 5 and 6. Okay, here the column names are same, but in here 5 and 7 the column names are not same. Okay, and if you merge these two, you can see here it merges the column wise. So roll number name are there, age and father's name are there. Here the number of attribute names are not same. So these are the data from P data file 5, where age and father names are not there, and these are the data from the P data file 7, where roll number and names are not there. And in this case, ignore index true means what? We need fresh indices values. Okay, are you getting this one? And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much.